Simon Peter told them, I am going fishing. Then they said, we will go with you. They went out and got into the boat. But that night they caught nothing. Look at your neighbor and say they caught nothing.
They caught nothing.
When it was already very early morning, Jesus stood on the beach, but the disciples did not know that it was Jesus. So Jesus said to them, children, you don't have any fish, do you? They replied, no. He told them, throw your nets on the right side of the boat, and you will find some. So they threw the net, and they were not able to pull it in because of the large number of fish. Right? Now Jesus was standing by the lake of Gennesaret. Y'all know this beach that the other disciples said, and the crowd was pressing around him to hear the word of God. Thank you. It said, and he saw two boats. Somebody say two boats by the lake.
Two boats by the lake.
But the fishermen had gotten out of them and were washing their nets. Look at your neighbor and say, neighbor.
Neighbor.
What you doing at the boat?
What you doing at the boat?
Yeah. Look at somebody else and say, hey.
Hey.
Some people done got out the boat.
Some folks got out the boat.
Yes.
Yeah. It said they were out washing their nets. He got to one of the boats, which was Simon's, and he asked him to put out a little way from the shore. And then Jesus sat down and taught the crowds from the boat. And when he had finished speaking, he said to Simon, put out a little bit deeper into the water and lower your nets for catch. And Simon answered, Master, we've been working hard all night and ain't caught nothing. But at your word, I will lower the nets. When they had done this, they caught so many fish that their nets started to tear. So they motioned to their partners in the other boat to come and help them. And they came and filled both boats so that they were about to sink. But when Simon Peter saw it, he fell down at Jesus' knees, saying, go away, thus and so. Look at your neighbor and say, neighbor.
Neighbor.
Your wealth is going to come.
Your wealth is going to come.
When you relaunch.
When you relaunch.
Come on.
Hallelujah.
Right.
Got to relaunch.
Your wealth is going to come when you relaunch.
Got to relaunch it.
You got to relaunch this.
Come on.
Talking to you. You're going to have to relaunch this thing. We've been working all night long. Long story short, y'all already seen it. One thing I want y'all to understand. They started out, it said that many people went out with them together. The other translation says there were two boats.
Right? Two boats.
There were two boats.
Come on.
But Jesus only gets in one boat.
He did.
And says, let's go out
A little
deeper. Everybody can't handle deep water.
Come on.
Amen.
Everybody can't handle deep water.
Come on.
Stop crying about people that are shallow.
My God.
Wow. Amen.
Little fish
Come on.
hang out in
Shallow
shallow
water. Shallow water.
Guppies,
Right?
catfish,
Uh-huh.
other little fish. We probably don't even know the names of these fish. But if you go out a little deeper, guess what you find out in the ocean?
Sharks. Whales.
Whales.
The big fish.
Dolphins.
Yes, the big ones.
Big fish.
Big fish.
Big fish that will die
Yes.
if you put them in
In a
shallow
shallow water. They will die. Say it, Lady D.
That's why some of you, Apostle, are so agitated and frustrated, feeling like you're stifled because you're trying to put a shark in a goldfish tank. Look at your neighbor. Say, neighbor.
Neighbor.
He ain't gonna fit.
He ain't gonna fit.
You gotta relaunch.
You gotta relaunch.
You gotta find in schools. Everybody know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Fish swim in schools. So normally, if you find a little small fish, guess who he's hanging around?
A bunch of other small fish.
A bunch of other small fish. If you see big fish
Right.
coming by, normally they're going to go by and you're going to see a lot more big fish. Sometimes the group of people we hang around, they're too small. Look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, you look funny hanging around those folks.
You look funny hanging around those folks.
You don't even look like you belong there.
My God.
They're draining you. You know when shark or whale swim, and I don't know if y'all watch these type of shows, there are little fish. He raises him. There are little fish that hang around the sharks. You know what they do?
They get
leech.
Right. They get a scrap. They get a scrap.
They leech onto them
Yes.
and just try to hang on to suck off whatever the shark got, or just hanging on his body just for a free ride.
My God. Jesus.
Huh? Just hanging around for a free ride. You know, a shark or a whale or a dolphin, they can swim at a level, or they can swim at a speed where they can have a current going in the water that other fish don't even have to swim. They can just hang out in it and still keep moving.
Right.
Ain't you tired of riding and hanging around folk that's waiting for you to pave a way for them so they ain't got to swim at all? All they got to do is ride up in your current. Look at your neighbor and say, I'm tired of that. Swim on your own.
Right.
Swim on your own.
That's right. Amen.
You're waiting for me to make a riptide for you. You're waiting on me to open up a way for you so you can just lay there and do absolutely
Nothing.
Look at your neighbor and say, neighbor.
Neighbor.
Small fish hanging around you.
Small fish hanging
Are just
around.
leeching off of.
Are just leeching off of.
Amen. Amen.
I'm loving this.
They gonna drain you dry.
Yes, they will.
Sharks don't need to eat from another shark. You know why? Because he'll find food for himself.
Amen.
Right.
Amen.
Let me sit down. We talking about Luke and John. I said I might not stay in the seat.
Appreciate
We talking about wealth, right? We're talking about money. One thing about money and one thing about wealth is Saul. There's a story in the Bible. Saul, it says he hung around the prophets, and then it said, and then he began to prophesy.
Yes.
He became what they were just because he was hanging around them. Who you looking for? Who you looking for? Who you looking for like that? Go ahead and get him. Hurry up now, he's calling you. All right. So he started becoming who he hung around.
Right.
And then as soon as he disassociated from them, he was no longer able to prophesy. Association, and Bishop brought some of these points up already. I'm just really reiterating some things.
Doing a good job.
This season, this time, you all have to be very picky.
Yes. Yes.
I'm prophesying now. Y'all ask me just to come up and to get a prophetic charge. This is the prophetic charge. Don't let me fool you because I'm sitting down. Huh? God will speak sitting down. Most times he is sitting down.
Right.
He only stands up very, very, very occasionally. But most time, people that sit or seated speak from a place of power. I'm going to say that one again.
Come on.
Most people that are seated sit and seated from a place of power.
Amen.
You ever see a judge get up to talk to the people? No, sir. They're going to sit down the whole time. You ever see a king too often get up? Nope. If you want to come talk to him, he will stay seated the whole time. Staying seated, you come from a power, a level of authority. And so, God is still speaking. You need to be picky in this season. You'll need to be very careful in this hour on who you choose to even be part of the
Association
group.
with. Right.
Oh, what kind of religion is she talking about? I'm talking about the right religion.
That's true.
Huh? Everybody is not supposed to be a part of your church.
Right.
You have been designed for a certain group of people. You have a look for a certain group. You have a voice for a certain group. You have a style that will only attract a certain group. What happens is when we try to attract everybody, then we start making the mistake of bursting bottles. What are you talking about, preacher? You can't put new wine in old wine skins. The problem is because old wine skins have already expanded to the capacity that they can handle. And if you start trying to put new wine in an old wine skin, the Bible says it will burst. That's why relationships that we keep trying to rekindle, you're going to burst it again and you're going to say it didn't work a second time. God said, because you're trying to put new wine in an old wine skin. If people haven't changed their mentality from the last time, don't think they're going to change their mentality this time. Believe what they showed you the last time they showed out. How? Because if they showed out once, they'll show out twice.
Yes, they will. Amen.
Let me say that again. So, we got to be careful that when we go out a little deeper, we don't take the second boat. Look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, don't take the second boat.
Don't take the second boat.
And then he got out. You know how the story goes. They get out. He said, so you've been out here and you haven't caught
Nothing. Ain't caught nothing.
haven't caught nothing. Do you think that something has gone wrong? There was something. There was an element. Because let's look in your mind. If they were right out there not too long ago, it's some same fish that were out there then that was out there now. And so what were you doing then that didn't cause the fish to jump in the net that now you're going to do this time that's going to cause the great catch? There has to be some changes. There has to be some transitions. We got to get rid of bad habits. Bad habits will hinder wealth. We'll say that one again.
Yes, it will.
Bad habits will hinder wealth. So, just like personally, you cannot give out all your money to everybody, because if you do, then you will be broke. Then corporately, we cannot give out our money to everybody, because then we will be broke. Look at your neighbor and say, neighbor. If your lights get cut off. Find another way to pay it.
Find another way to pay it.
Huh? If you need gas money, find another way to get it. Oh, shucks now. Y'all ain't liking me now. Right. If you want to go out to eat with Apostle after service on Sunday, make sure you got some money. If you ain't got no money, you can't eat. How you invite yourself to come out and ain't got a dollar or a dime? You at the table and they gonna say, Apostle, can you spot me? I've been spotting you since we've been here. That's why I ain't got no money now, because I'm spotting you. Look at your neighbor and say, grow up and pay your way.
Pay your way.
Talk good.
Grow up and pay your way. I'm gonna say it to y'all because he ain't gonna say it to you. So let me hurt your feelings, because I'm going back to Macon. I couldn't care less if you like me or not, because I don't even know you. And when I don't know you, I don't care. Come on, somebody. But he knows y'all. He got a relationship with you, so I understand it. And I don't even know nothing about y'all. God is the one who's talking to you. The Holy Spirit is the one who's telling you that this man should be further down the road, but because of you, now I might not be talking to you, and if I ain't talking to you, then you ain't got to be mad.
You don't have to be offended.
Yes.
But if I'm talking to you, then I can see why your face looking like you're looking.
Yes. Talk about it. It's
I'm
right.
Sit down again.
It's right anyhow. It's right.
Wealth comes when you pay your way.
Right.
Glory to God. Because then God knows you've given out of what you have. And so now he has to replenish you.
Right.
You are not giving out because you are allowing other people to give for you.
You right.
Oh, shucks now. The woman who only had what? A little half a cent, half a penny, however they call it. When she came down to the offering table or wherever they was at, do you think Jesus said, don't worry about it?
No.
He didn't say that. He didn't say that.
Do you think he told that woman, I got you, I'm going to take care of that for you? What we do for you all when we pay everything for you is we don't allow you to sow seeds in the earth so that you can reap a harvest. Can I tell y'all something? The only seed that you sow is not only at church.
Right.
Huh?
Right.
If you sow into somebody else's business, when you get your business, then other people will sow into yours. I'm going to give you an example. Last night, me and my baby, we went out and we ordered some food. And when we ordered the food, the dude that was handling the cash register, he made a mistake, Denise.
Uh-huh.
And me, in my mind, I can calculate money without the calculator, all right? So I done beat him to how much I owe him before he told me how much I owe. So when he told me what I owed him, I knew he was wrong.
Right. Right. I know what you're
But
talking
my
about.
husband had called me earlier that day. He said, I made a mistake on the register. And I said, well, what do you mean you made a mistake? Long story short, he undercharged somebody for something.
All right.
And he was down on himself about that thing. And so now this thing comes on me later on that somebody else who's trying to, now this is a new little restaurant, I'm going to try to help y'all out. I'm talking about how you get well. It was a new little restaurant. They just opened up. They trying to do something. I got it. They trying to do business. So what am I doing?
You're going to support.
He's robbing himself.
Right.
I know he done shorted himself. I told him, I said, brother man, calculate again. I said, you're short. I said, let me count it for you. I'm acting like I work there, right? I said, 15.30, 45.50, 50 plus tax, 54.30. How much I owe you now? This, that. He said, oh man, I'm messed up. I said, that's all right. I'm going to give you the overage. Tell me how much I owe you. You know why? Because I own a business. Right?
Right.
And so now whatever I sow, I'm reaping. But it's not only just that I did right by him, but I sowed into his business.
Right.
The more you patronize other people's businesses, now that seed of patronizing has to come to your business.
Right. I like
But
it.
you can't patronize if Bishop keep paying for you.
Right.
You ain't sowing seeds in another business. He been sowing seeds into the business.
You right.
When you go to Golden Corral, you sowing into somebody else's business.
Right.
When you go to the hair store, you sowing into somebody's business. And you got to remind God, I done sold to them Chinese people for the last 5 years. Now I need business like I've been giving out business.
Right. That's true. That's a simple point. You're right.
All right.
But if everybody's been paying your way, that means you haven't been sowing no seeds.
Right. Right.
Talk good.
He been sowing all the seeds.
Right.
Talk
You ain't never gonna start a business because you ain't sold in that harvest. He can start a business.
Right.
Now I'm saying, how you do yourself an injustice by making other people pay for you?
Right.
Right.
Come on, you robbing yourself. Say, Bishop, I'm going to scrap and scrape. I'm going to find my own money. I'm going to dig in my ashtray. I'm going to look up under my seat. I'm going to run to the house and check the couch. I'll meet y'all at Golden Corral with my $9.99.
Right. All right. I like it. It's
You
true.
can't be blessed unless you sow. And sowing don't only happen at church.
Right. Okay.
Why we think that? That's why the wicked are more prudent than we are. We are so
Say it, Pastor. Say it. Say it.
clean.
Backwards.
Say
Backwards.
Backwards.
Word.
Well,
D-U-M-B.
Oh, dumb.
Oh.
Thank you.
We do things wrong.
Right.
I work out.
Right.
And my trainer, he knows what I do. He know I got money and this, that, and the other a little bit because I need more. But, got a little something, right? But when I run, now she can attest to this, I'm running. He got us doing bleachers, we do stairs, we do all kind of crazy stuff. But we go to a football stadium. Somebody say, yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby.
See, I'm like real wealthy folk. I look for money everywhere.
Come on.
I ain't trying to make it, I'm trying to find it.
Right.
Anywho, y'all ain't gotta get with me.
Yeah.
I'm jogging, I'm running. He like, Miss Cotton, that's what he called me. Miss Cotton, what you doing? I'm picking up this penny. He's like, if you don't come on, girl. By the time I'm finished running, people done been at the football game, they done dropped all kinds of stuff. I'm running up bleachers checking. I'm running up bleachers checking. Honey, you don't know what somebody left for you. You don't know what God dropped for you. And I even made a game out of it with my daughter, but she done made it into a competition. We go in the parking lot, I come out, I done found 35 cents. She said, that's all right, I'm gonna find 50 cents. Everybody is trying to find money.
Right.
When you value something, something will be attracted to you. It's like a dog. If you treat it right, it'll sit with you all night long. You understand what I'm saying? People throw away pennies. I saw a girl in the store the other day. She was like, them 2 cents. She threw it out on the ground.
And I grabbed it. I did it yesterday.
All your life because you don't even value a penny. The Bible says if you be faithful over a few things, then I'll make you ruler over much more. When you value 1 cent.
Yes. Right. You better talk about it. I got my 2 pennies.
You gotta value 1
I sure
cent.
did. Yes.
And then God realizes how much you value
This is good.
money.
Yes. Yes. Because Peter turned it to God.
Just go ahead and just let kids go in there and splurging on whatever. That's the problem now.
Right.
They learn how to get $1 and can't hold $1.
Right.
Because they watch you get $1
and can't hold
and blow
$1. You right.
That's why our children, they are so far behind the curve.
You right.
With money. Because their grandmama didn't teach them. Their mama didn't teach them. Their auntie didn't teach them.
Right.
Nobody taught them. You know why? Because their grandmama and their auntie and their mama and them was broke too.
Right.
That's true. It's true.
So now it's up to you to break the bad habits.
Right. Yes.
You got to learn to break the bad habit. If you know you're going to come to church on Sunday and you want to kind of hang out with the apostle, and I think that's a good thing, because guess what? The most nuggets that's going to fall from his mouth is going to come from when he's in a comfortable environment.
Right.
Y'all hear what I tell you now? He's going to speak his most wisest words. His most greatest wisdom is going to come when it comes right off the top of his head. He's going to be laughing, joking, and laid back. Jesus spoke his most wisest words when he was at the house of his friends and just had his feet up in the air.
Right.
It said that Mary got at his feet to hear everything he had to say. Wealth has to be passed down to our children and our children's children. And I'm not talking about money. I'm talking about how to handle
money.
That's the wealth. You want to pass down wealth? Pass down how to handle money. Don't give them money. Make them make money.
Amen. Amen.
Passing down wealth to a kid is like passing pearls to a hog.
He gonna trample
them. Get it a whole nother day.
Gonna trample them every time.
They don't know what to do with that.
Right.
They don't even know how to handle that. Matter of fact, most wealthy folk, let the truth be told, they don't even leave their money to their children. They make their children make their own money, and they donate a lot of their wealth to churches, most of them is Catholic, Pentecostals, and no, wrong. I didn't say Pentecostals. I didn't mean them. Catholics, AMEs, Protestants. They beating over property. We went to Florida. She was with me. Said a man died, he bought all this land and deeded it over to the state of Florida and made a nature park.
Yeah, a farm.
Acres and acres and acres and acres and acres of land. He wills it over to the state of Florida in his dying. They don't give this stuff to their people, they donate it. But you know why? You know why?
Because the people
Because if he donates it, guess what comes back? Now, he's not living, so God got to return it back to somebody. That's how he leaves wealth for his children and his children's children, because now God has to take care of them for generations and generations and generations to come. We want to just give them a bunch of money. Or we want to give them sneakers or this, that, and the other, so forth and so on. And ain't got no value to it than the man on the moon. Amen. We got to learn that wealth is out there. Matter of factly, with my story, you know, all the wealth you need is right up under your boat. You ain't even got to go nowhere to find it.
You're right.
It's right up under your boat. You just got to know how to launch this thing. And sometimes we keep doing things on the one side, and we realize it's not working. Instead of saying, let me do this thing
on the other side.
Yeah. Let me change some of my habits.
Right.
Let me change some of my ways. If you know you want to hang out, it was my thought, thank you, Holy Ghost. You know you want to hang out with the apostle and you want to hang out with him on Sunday, then don't eat out Monday through Friday.
Amen.
Say it.
Amen.
You know what you want to do on Sunday? I'd rather hang out with Apostle, so I know Apostle going to go out to eat. And I'm going to have my $20 this time. 10 for me and 10 for him. Oh, shucks. Now, this time Apostle ain't going to have to pay for me. I got enough money to pay for me. And I'm going to say, Apostle, I got your meal too this time. You're going to make him fall out and stroke. Huh? But you know why? Because you took your lunch all week,
right,
and saved your money for Sunday.
That's true.
That's how you be wise. You have to start realizing what day is more important to me to spend my money.
Right.
Every day can't be an important day to spend money.
That's true.
Oh, yeah. Nobody said nothing. See, we want Monday through Sunday to be our splurge day. No. That's why you ain't got nothing.
Right.
Because you spend it every day. You should be at least able, you know, I get to the point now, and I'm not trying to boast or brag. I'm just trying to help people. I get to the point right now where somebody can mail me a check, and my husband will say it to me all the time. He said, you still got that check? Yes. You should be able to hold a check. I mean, some people get a check and
cash in.
Can I go to lunch? Can I go to lunch? Can I go to lunch? You ain't trying to go to lunch to eat. You trying to go to lunch to cash your check.
Right.
You can't wait to cash your check because you broke.
You right.
When you can keep a check in your purse
and
gotta rush to the bank because it's almost 60 days over and it's almost about the void. That's the only reason why you rush to the cash. Then you know you about living some kind of way, huh?
Right, that's true.
You living kind of nice all right now. You ain't even got to rush to cash a check.
That's good.
I got enough money already that this check is overflow. And when something is overflow, somebody, the question answer now. When a check is overflow, what do you do with it? Somebody give me an answer. Invest it. Sow it. What if I got some other bills I need to pay?
Pay it on time.
Go ahead and pay the bills in advance.
Yes.
We get extra money, Apostle. And then we think it's time, I got an extra check. I can go ahead.
Right.
I'm going to tell you how to get out of debt. Pay people off in advance.
Right.
If you got extra, don't count it as extra. Go ahead and say, call the people and say, hey, I'm going to go ahead and pay up my cell phone bill for the next 8 months. I got $800 extra.
Right. That's true.
I'm gonna do that.
Now you ain't got to worry about the cell phone bill for 8 months. Now guess what? So now when the money you would have had for your cell phone bill, watch how this works now. Now this is compound interest I'm about to See, when we think about compound interest, we think about it for the people that's taking it from us. But you can compound interest on your own. Because now if I done paid up my cell phone bill for 6 months, but I usually take $150 out my check for my cell phone bill. Now I take that $150 and pay off somebody else.
Amen.
Right.
Wow.
And then the next thing you know it, you be done got to the end of the year and you ain't got a bill to pay.
My God.
Hallelujah.
You done paid everybody in June.
And they sending you a check. Because you overpaid. You overpaid.
Christmas, that's Christmas. When December comes and you ain't got to pay nobody.
Right.
That's Christmas.
God.
I don't owe nobody no rent. I done paid my car off. I done paid my insurance off. I done paid my cell phone off. I done paid already everybody up to January 1st. I'm done.
Right. Check.
I'm done.
Amen. I like that.
Now you ballin'. Because everything you make is free cash.
Right.
You ain't ballin' when you in debt. Did somebody fool you? You owe people. You not a baller.
Right. You right.
Not when you owe people. Do you not know the man that they said killed everybody and shot those people out in Las Vegas? They said for the last couple of years that man have bought everything cash. They said the man bought his house cash.
Wow.
Crazy. And he was a nut buddy. What about us? We got the Holy Ghost.
Come on.
We supposed to have power. We supposed to have wisdom. We supposed to be all-knowing and all-wise because the God of the universe lives on the inside of us and we don't even know how to budget $1.
You right about it.
Something ain't right.
Something ain't right. You right about it. Don't make no
Something
sense.
don't add up right
It don't
here.
add up. It don't add up. You
And
right.
we got to start finding people. You got to start preaching up.
Yes.
Right.
You got to start handing out tracts up. Oh, y'all done get a whole nother day. We're going to have to go to another neighborhood and start witnessing.
Yes.
Right.
Amen.
Huh? You got to because you become what you hang around now. Now, some of y'all might send me to hell, and you go ahead and do it if you want to.
I'm not going to say
Okay.
anything.
But I've watched Kevin Hart. And he has one of his stand-up comedies. I don't know which one it is. But he has one of them where he talks about how he was hanging around. He said one set of people don't hang around as athletes.
Right.
He said because they, which one is it? Oh,
Yeah.
no, they saw it. Right? So he said he started trying to hang out with athletes. Y'all want to see where I'm going. He started hanging out with athletes, but he couldn't keep up with them. And you know, that's when he gets the joke where you know how my checking account is set up, and you know, it's hooked up to my savings, and then you know,
Take 3 days.
He tells that joke. But his jokes are real, right? That's why I said laugh at my pain.
Right.
So his pain was, there was a time in his life when he wasn't able to live like the people he was hanging around.
Right.
Y'all follow me?
All right.
So he was hanging around people, he said, and they kept going, come on, man, let's go out. We're gonna, he was like, man, I was tapped out after the first night we had. I ain't know how the second night doing what they doing.
Right.
Then he talked about how Mekhi Phifer, I think it was, had a birthday party for his daughter. And said,
But not the whole
birthday party, right? He said, when we got to the birthday party, he said they went to Disney World. And he said, well, where the people? He said, no, I done rented out the whole park. I was like, wait a minute, this is where world. He's like, I'm having a birthday party for my kids in the backyard. Long story short, the people he hung around, now he has become.
Right.
He ain't gonna tell them jokes no more. Huh? Because that's not his story no more. He's probably making more money than those people. But you gotta hang around those people because you start seeing what they're doing and then you will start wanting to be like them. Not that we're coveting what they have, but you aspire. You are inspired. You're motivated to do better, to live better. I tell my husband, I went to a meeting a long time ago and I was in a multi-marketing about, this multi-level marketing thing that we was going and blah, 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 blah. And they said, Apostle, they was like, he came in on his jet. And I said, what? He was like, he came in on his jet. Now, when the dude walked in, he had on some jeans and, like a little collar shirt, might have been polo or something or whatever, had on some little beat up loafers. Hi, y'all. And then come and talk about the thing. But oh boy rode up in a jet to the meeting. I mean, it was only like 30 people, and it wasn't like we was having no grand, you know what I'm saying? But this is his mode of transportation.
My God.
He driving around via jet. And I said, oh, my word.